Here we have the table today, the Winter Wonderland. Today we'll be running the mission Overrun from the 2021 mission pack. On the table we've got 5 kind of major terrain locations. We've got our objectives. Got one here, one over here, got one over the back behind this one. Directly opposite we've got a mirror like that. Over here by this little cluster we've got this objective number 2, which is a mirror to this one, and then back here objective number 1, which is a mirror of that one. So I tried to keep the table fairly balanced while simultaneously looking cool as possible. Alrighty. Today's battle soon to commence. How's it going, ladies and gentlemen? Today we're playing the mission called Overrun. So you'll see it pop up on your screen, hopefully, if I don't forget to take a photo of it. So Overrun has 6 objectives. We've got primary. So in this primary, you have to control 2 objectives to get 5 points, and you have to control 3 to get an additional 5 points. And then you also get another 5 points for control more. So you can score a maximum of 45 points through the whole game with that one. Alright, makes sense?
Yeah, I think so.
Yep.
Just try and hold as many objectives as you can.
Basically you need to at least hold 2 in order to score 5 points. If you've got holding none and I'm holding the 2, or you're holding 1, then I also get 5 points for holding more. But I need to hold 3 in order to get the full 15 points for the turn.
So how come you can only get, so it maxes out at 45?
Maxes out at 45, yeah. And you can only score from turn 2 onwards.
Okay.
So turn 1 you can be on as many objectives as you want, it's not going to mean shit. Alright, so you've also got your secondaries, which you pick yourself. We've got mission secondary, if you wanted to have a look at that one. It's called Overrun. Score a number of victory points at the end of your command phase if you control 1 or more of the objective markers that are within your opponent's territory are shown on the table. So
we've got like 3 in each of our starting spots.
So this is where you'll be set up. You'll be.
I'm the attacker. He's chosen that.
If I shows that secondary, I can hold these objectives for extra points, and you'll have to hold those for your extra points. Yeah. Cool.
For the infiltrating.
That's right. So Matt and I have rolled off. I am going to be defender. Matt is going to be attacker. We've chosen deployment zones. Matt is on this side of the table, and I'll be on that side.
When he says we've chosen deployment zone.
Well, I've chosen because I rolled off on 1.
Yeah.
I wanted to go as defender just so I could pick the table side. Matt doesn't really care too much, do you?
No, not generally.
No. Alright, so we'll talk about Matt's army next.
Alright, I'm doing Deathwatch today. I've been doing that for a little while now. I'm a slow learner, so it's taking me a while.
Nothing wrong with that?
No, last time it worked really well against the...
It worked really good against the Dark Elder.
Oh, yeah, no, I'm not sure about today.
Yeah, it's a different kind of force today. I'm very janky, I can jump around and stuff, but I'll do that with my list.
Yeah. Alright, so I've got 3 main characters in there. I've got my leader with the Inescapable sword and the Storm Shield.
Okay, what relics has he got? He's the captain, isn't he? Yeah. Yeah, cool. So he's got 2 Warlord traits, is that right?
Yeah, so he's used a CP. In Deathwatch you can give your leader 2 Warlord traits. One of them was the Paragon, I think, of the chapter.
Yeah, Paragon of the chapter.
Which allows him then to take like a trait from another codex, and I've taken the Salamanders as a +2 to strength.
Yep. And then Castellan of the Black Vault was his other one. Give him a second relic.
Yeah, but you have to. So I've just gone with the Master Crafted. So it's a Master Crafted Sinnoh sword at strength 6, I think it is 7. I think it is, because the Sinnoh sword gives you +1. So
+1 damage, isn't it? So
whatever.
Something like
it's +1 this, that, +1 that.
Something. Yeah.
Other people use it as well. It's got a Storm Shield. and yeah, he's pretty much ready to go. His relics, all good. The champion, I've taken him because of the shield, because I'm going to take the Dominus Aegis.
Yes.
So I'll sit him in the middle. I'll probably
Dominus Aegis. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll probably do a little castle, especially
So
for these dudes.
That's an aura. That's an invulnerable save, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
And then the Phobos guy, I've got him in there because I've got quite a few Phobos units. So he's a lieutenant, and he's also taking the tome. It's I can't even ever say it, but
Tome of the Ectoclades, I think it's called.
Yeah, it allows you to pick one of the profiles or data sheets of the opposition, and you can, for that one turn, you can only do it once for that turn. Anything that's within 6 inches of him can aim at that particular data sheet, and they get benefits like +1 to hit, +1 to wound, or re-rolls, I think it is.
Something like that. We'll look it up just to make sure.
Yeah, we'll talk about when it happens, if we get the chance to do it.
Yeah.
And he's also got the pay to CP for extra Warlord trait, which is the one that allows me to redeploy.
Lord of Deceit.
Yeah, redeploy 3 of my units, Phobos units, after they're set up, which can even be put them back in reserve.
Yeah, if you feel the need to.
Yeah, yeah, I don't know. We'll see how it's all set up, and we'll work it from there.
Yeah.
I've got the 3 Redemptor Dreads. They've got a mixed lot of guns on them, from the heavy onslaught cannon to the plasma incinerator or whatever it is.
3 of those.
3 of those.
Yep.
2 of the Relic Contemptors with the twin.
Twin Volkite Culverin.
Yeah, last time when I played them, I only did the 8 shots because I thought that's enough. But each twin has 8 shots.
Oh shit.
Yeah, so there's apparently 16 shots. Yeah.
Well, I'm looking at getting some Death Guard ones.
What?
Of those.
They have them.
Yeah, they do, and they get rerolls because they're core.
It's just the Death Guard's hard enough, isn't it? Why do you get them?
Because of Death Guard, I just take whatever I want.
So you just take that from.
They actually have proper Death Guard looking ones too, with like chunks of meat.
Well, I hope they cost you $500. Alright, I've got 3 kill teams. I think the Proteus is the first one, isn't it?
Yeah, that's the regular old school Marines.
But they've got
so you got
Stalker Pattern Bolt guns.
Stalker Patterns on all the basic guys.
And then they've got the 3 jump pack guys that come with them. Today we've got the extra points because of the trade-off. Power Sword, Chain Sword, Shield, Power Fist, Shield, Twin Lightning Claws. So that's 1 squad of 10.
Yep.
The other 2 are the Spectrus, I think they call them.
Yeah, Spectrus kill teams.
And so they got the 5 infiltrators with comms array on both of those, and 1 squad is 5 with the las fusils, the other one is a squad of 5 with the sniper rifles. Just to fill it all out, I've got 3 more eliminators with the las fusils. And you can only take 3. That's the beauty of a Spectrus team. You can actually take 5 of these guys, but in the Space Marine Codex you can only take 3.
The only difference is they don't get the Sergeant in the squad of 5, and then the Sergeant does have ways to do other things.
Yeah, the Sergeant can take his gun and move him around and do stuff.
But sometimes it's situational, whereas just sitting there shooting is typically what they do best, and more often than not that's what you want to be doing.
Yeah, the Sergeant has to be in the first 5, and it took me a little while to learn that. Never used it, but I was like,
it makes you think, do I want to get the range gun on him, or do I want to take the combat?
And you can actually get a relic to make that a strength 6 -2 3 damage.
Oh, he can take it too. Yeah.
And you can give a Sergeant a relic, which then...
There's certain relics they can take.
Yeah, and that's one of them.
I've got that for the Grey Knights now too.
Yeah. We'll see how... He's looking forward to playing them, so...
I'm excited to play Grey Knights.
So that's pretty much my list. It's 3 kill teams, 3 Redemptors, 2 Contemptors, and then the 3 characters. That pretty much wraps it up.
Yeah. Alright. Any special shenanigans or anything you want to talk about?
I just found out that the teleportarian thing I can use twice. And the good thing about it gives you the deep strike ability, but you don't have to actually use it. So it's not, you're not putting them into deep strike straight away.
Yeah.
When it comes to them being placed, I will make a decision.
You want to know something cool about Grey Knights?
No.
They used to have the teleportarium stratagem and they got rid of it.
Because now they all can just
Yeah,
do
they
it.
do it for free. It's built in. Yeah.
Why Delilah?
Well, and the funny thing is most of the points went down. Alright, I guess I'll talk about some Grey Knights, eh?
Yeah, why not?
Alright. The Grey Knights. Whoa! Been hanging for this codex since the last one came out.
Was that 2002?
Something like that. Alright, so today I've got my army led by a brother captain. That's right, not the other two guys, which I'll explain in a second why. So he has got the Soul Glaive, which is a Relic Halberd. Basically what that is, it's strength 2, it's also AP 3 instead of AP 2, and damage 2. It's also a Nemesis weapon, so you get the Nemesis weapon abilities and stuff. And it also re-rolls all hits and wounds. So he's just a blender. 5 attacks, just runs in and just minces shit. So his Warlord trait, he has got Inescapable Wrath, which is the Rapiers. These guys are all Rapiers. That's the Rapiers Warlord trait, allows him to advance and charge, where normally you can't, so he can just go, yep, advance, charge, in he goes. I spent a CP, Exemplar of the Silver Host, which gives me a second Warlord trait, which I've taken is First to the Fray. First to the Fray allows me to add an additional inch to my advances, and also an additional inch to my charges. So basically when I advance, I start at 6 inches plus D6 instead of my 5 inches for being a Terminator. So that's not too bad, and then I get the +1 to charge as well, so
it's a minimum of 2 inches for your advance.
Basically, yeah, basically. Minimum 2 inches advance. And basically if he gets into assault as well, so if he gets into combat, all other guys within any distance that want to charge that same unit also get +1 to charge as well. So he's basically just a beast that just runs in. And he's also got visions of the Augrium, the Foretelling of Locusts. Now that allows me to decide before the game begins. So after we've both rolled off and we've decided who's going first, Matt's also got the similar thing. So then we both have to roll off again to see who does it first, and that allows me to redeploy 3 core units however I see fit. That also means I can put them straight up into reserve as well. Not too shabby. The next one, Lord Kaldor Draigo himself, the man. Now he's changed a little bit.
Okay.
I'll say he's actually probably better.
Oh.
I've given, actually sorry, I should have mentioned too, the brother captain, he has Vortex of Doom. It's changed a little bit actually. It's now, I don't blow myself up or anything. It's essentially, the closest unit within 12 inches just takes 2d3 mortal wounds. Yeah.
That's a lot of mortal wounds for nothing.
You haven't seen nothing yet. Mortal wounds and Grey Knights go hand in hand now. So Draigo, he doesn't have a Brotherhood specific ability because he's the Lord of all of the Brotherhoods. So you instead pick 3 Dominus powers for him. He can cast 2 and deny 2. A lot of stuff in the army doesn't deny 2 powers anymore, but Draigo does and Voldus does, and I think that's it off the top of my head. Even the Librarian only denies 1 now, but everything can deny, so you don't really fucking care. So Draigo has Gate of Affinity, Sanctuary, and Warp Shaping. So Gate of Affinity is the teleporting ability. Sanctuary I put on a unit, and it gives them a 4+ invulnerable save.
4+ is good.
Yeah, it used to be +1 to invulnerable save, and now it's just a 4+. So back in the day, I used to
Terminators.
Dreadknights.
Yeah.
Because Dreadknights used to have a 5+ invulnerable save, then they have 4+. All of them across the board.
Man, I ignore invulnerable saves.
Yeah. Well, you hope.
Well, this guy does.
Oh, just one of them.
Poke.
Yeah, I got a guy that can do that too.
I don't have invulnerables.
But only against demons. Anyways, so warp shaping. But basically, Matt's army has these things called doctrines, so he gets additional AP in certain phases and certain types of weapons. Grey Knights don't have doctrines at all. They have what's called warp, tied to the warp. Basically, the difference is he has to each turn change into a different thing, depending.
I need to also choose one of your groups to be my target for my army doc?
I've got 3 troops, 3 fast attack, 2 heavies, 3 HQs. Take your pick.
HQs will do.
HQs, fine. Alright, so warp shaping allows me to change that tide. So that's the only way I can change it during the game, otherwise I'm locked into it. So there's 2 tides that are actually quite good. Basically there's the one that gives me +1 to it gives me a cover save if I'm further than 12, even if I'm not in cover. And if I am in cover, it's -1 to hit as well. That's the cover save. The other tide is the Tide of Escalation, which gives me mortal wounds in combat. On 6s to hit 6 of the wound, you get taken mortal on top of damage.
Yeah.
And then also any psi weapons get additional 6-inch range. So these guys all become 30-inch range basically instead of 24.
And assault.
They're heavy, but they're vehicles, so they can just move around and shoot it anyways normally. These guys are core too now, so they reroll shit.
Yeah, the Dreadknights.
Yeah, Dreadknights. They're even beastier. The third thing we've got is the Grandmaster in Nemesis Dreadknight. Now this guy is an absolute weapon. He has spent a CP to take a Warlord trait. He has gone with the... I was going to get Demon Slayer actually, but on here I've wrote Hammer of Righteousness, so I guess I'll have to do that.
Well, you wouldn't take Demon Slayer anyway today.
Well, Demon Slayer doesn't suck anymore, because Demon Slayer used to just be against demons only. A lot of the stuff now that's demon focused in this actually has something else that makes it not too bad. So Demon Slayer now you get +1 attack on your charge. It's basically like your thing where you charge, you get extra attacks and shit. And then on top of that you ignore invulnerable saves with demons. But I've got on here Hammer of Righteousness, so I'll go with that instead.
This means you're stronger?
Basically Hammer of Righteousness means in combat if I am charged or heroically intervene, I get +1 to wound. So if I sweep in your strength 6, instead of being 3 wound it's 2s. Yeah, not too shabby. Stick with that anyway. Alright, furthermore, he has got a relic called the Sigil of Exigence. Now, with this Sigil of Exigence, what happens is if Matt decides to target him with a ranged attack, I can then take him off the board and then redeploy him instantly like he's teleported. And that doesn't count as being a shunt or anything like that.
Does that cost a CP or anything?
No, that's just the relic.
Well, you just jump around?
I get it once per game though. So if you target me with a shooting attack, I just pick him up and go sweet and then move him somewhere else. Now if I've moved him into a position where he can't be shot by that unit, you then get to pick a different unit. So you don't lose your shooting completely off that unit. But if I move into a place where you can still see me.
But not out of range?
So if I move out of range, then yeah, you get to pick a different unit. But if I move to a point where you can still hit me, then... It
doesn't mean you get like a free shot, man. Like
it does, yeah.
You just go, you're going to shoot at me? I'm coming.
Yeah. So basically,
how far can he go?
Wherever he wants, within 9 inches. It's got to be further than 9 inches from you.
So you can go to my deployment zone?
Yeah, I can go anywhere. Same as teleporting, deep striking, all that nonsense. It's fucking good, eh? So his psychic powers, Gate of Infinity.
It's just like poke the bear.
It's just going to tempt you, it's like, do you want to shoot him or not shoot him? So
let's just see where he goes.
So his psychic powers are Gate of Infinity and Empyric Amplification. Gate of Infinity is the teleporting one as well. And Empyric Amplification, it basically means I target a unit within 12 inches and then that unit, everything that's a psi weapon or nemesis weapon gets +1 damage. So the cannons become damage 3, the nemesis weapons all become damage 3 or 2.
They're all 24 inches now, aren't they?
Yeah, or 30 if I'm in tide of whatever. There is a stratagem I can use to make that go to 18 inches. And there is also a stratagem I can use to be able to cast 2 because he can only cast 1 psychic power a turn normally. But then if I drop the strat on him, he can then cast 2 for that turn. Furthermore, he's got one other thing. It's a Gift of the Prescient. It cost me 20 points for this. It's called Servant of the Throne. So for 1 turn per game, if he's targeted in shooting or combat or whatever, I then say I'm going to be using my Servant of the Throne ability, and that gives it's a 3+ invulnerable save instead of a 2+.
So
instead of a 4+, sorry.
What you would do is someone targets you, you move, and then whack up your, like move closer, whack up your 3+ invul, right, I'm here, next turn you're just dead.
Yeah, pretty much. I also should have mentioned when I talked about Draigo, He doesn't have a Storm Shield anymore. It's now a Relic. It's Storm Shield's now +1 to your save and a 4+ invulnerable save. His is actually just a straight up 3+ invulnerable save. So he's a 2-up, 3-up. Yeah.
That's just...
He's a weapon. And for 3 damage on his sword, AP -4. What a beast.
How many wounds has he got?
7. 7 off the top of my head.
It's gonna be hard to get him.
So Brother Captain is 6 wounds. This dude is 13 wounds. And Draigo is 7 wounds.
And the Knights?
They are also 13 wounds. I'll talk about them when I get to Knights.
That's a lot of wounds.
That's a hell of a lot of wounds. Troops. So we've got 1 squad of 10 Strike Marines, all with Falchions. Falchions team up well with Rapiers because you get the extra attack, means I could get extra mortal wounds. And if I need the extra damage, I can do the Edict Imperator on the units. Then there'll be 2 damage things at -2 AP. Not too shabby. Then I can ping off them and get extra mortals and stuff on top of it. Then I've also got 2 squads of 5. One is 5 Falchions and the other is 5 Halberds. Sometimes you just need a bit of extra damage as opposed to extra attacks. So having a bit of a blend in your army is not too bad. From the elites, I've got 1 unit, a squad of Servitors. And the Servitors, they're not really one of those units that go around killing things. They more or less are there to just perform actions, sit on an objective, things like that. It's more points efficient to have a 30-point unit to just sit on something as opposed to having a 110-point unit sitting on something, which is more actively damaging things instead. So if they die, they die. If they don't, they don't. Either way. In my fast attack, I've got 2 squads of 10 Interceptors. Each of those squads has 5 Halberds and 5 Falchions. The Justicar has the Halberd. Basically, I can either run them as a squad of 10 or I could combat squad them into 2 squads of 5. To put the Halberd on the Justicar, mainly so he's got the extra attack, so he has 4 attacks instead of 3. And that unit can go in and punch things, and then the other squad, they all get the extra attack from the Falchions anyways. Then I've got 1 squad of 5 that has Falchions as well, for the same reasons as the strikes. So intercepts are basically just strikes that are just different.
Faster.
They're faster, and they have a built-in psychic power now that you can't change. So the strike squads have Hammerhand, which I cast that, and if I get it off, they get to reroll wounds. So that can chalk up the mortal wounds as well. The interceptors, on the other hand, they have an ability, so if I cast that, they get to do their move normally, they cast it, they shoot, and then they can move again, so I can come out, shoot, and then hide behind something, or I can shoot and then move on to the objective, something like that. And finally, we've got 2 Dreadknights. They all have a sword, a heavy Psycannon, and a Gatling Silencer, same as the Warlord, not the Warlord, the Grandmaster dude. The sword has the sweeping attack, so use strength user, AP -2, 2 damage. Times 2 attacks, so they come with 5 attacks base, so that'll be 10 attacks. Or I can hit it as a massive blow, which will be strength 10, AP -3 or 4, I can't remember off the top of my head, and D6 damage. So,
and just the 5 base attacks.
Yeah, just at the 5 base attacks. And they come with Hammerhand as well, so they get to do the reroll wounds if they're in combat. Yep, and being Rapiers, my Brotherhood psychic power is a +1 attack. So yeah, the goal with the Grey Knights is try and be mobile. The real hard part with Grey Knights is always trying to pick the right time to sort of strike. I find you need to be kind of a bit janky, you need to be sort of jumping around, picking off a few key targets, and then just hit everything at once. The Iron Hammer. So
what's your reasoning behind him being your Warlord? You wanted to mention that earlier.
So the reason for him to be the Warlord is I needed to take 2 powers, two Warlord traits on somebody. So the reason I picked him is because I could have gone the advance and charge on this big dude if he was my Warlord, but I wanted to put it on him because he's a bit smaller and he can sort of hide amongst things, and I can keep him in reserve if I want to. And the reason is he's more or less sacrificial.
He's like a surprise packet then, isn't he?
Pretty much, yeah. And then it can really mess with my opponent's head if he doesn't know whether he's coming in turn 1 or 2. He can be on the ground. But Yeah, he's more or less just a blender leader.
So he's a 2 up, 4 up?
2 up, 4 up for him. And then if I'm inside of shadows, he's a 1 up, 4 up.
Okay.
From ranged attacks. So in combat, he's still 2 up. And these guys are all 1 ups.
When does the shadow thing happen?
Whenever I pick it. So if I start the game in Tide Shadows, that's when it is. Otherwise, I then have to turn it with the Psychic Power, try to convert it. Yeah.
You can only do that once?
So once you've been in a Tide, you can't go back to it. So if I'm starting Tide of Shadows and I go to Tide of Convergence, I can't just go back to Tide of Shadows.
But you can stay in Tide of Shadows?
I can just stay there the whole game if I want.
What's the point of that?
It gives me that extra save, and if I'm in cover, I get a neg to hit as well.
So what's the other ones do for you?
So the Tide of Convergence, it gives me the extra range on my side weapons.
Oh, okay.
And then in combat, I do the mortal wounds or 6s.
So you can, if you stay back, you can't really shoot me, but then you want to be able to hit me, so you.
Then I've got Tide of Clarity, which gives me any advance or charge rolls. Any dice rolls of 1 or 2 count as 3. So with that dude as well, it's Tide of Clarity. If I go into that, he's minimum of 4 plus D6.
Yeah.
Oh no, sorry, minimum of 4. Yeah, not plus D6. It's minimum. It was 1 plus D6, but then the minimum of 3. And then with my charges, I'm basically minimum of 7 as well. The other one is the Tide, which allows me to use Brotherhood powers multiple times. So any powers that are built into a unit, they get to cast that multiple times just with the +1 to cast.
But you have to be in a certain Tide for that to happen.
If I do the Brotherhood ones, but otherwise, normally I can just do it for the Sanctic ones. But the Brotherhood powers is, if I want to do multiple Brotherhood powers, The way you'd work with these guys, you'd go into that Tide, you'd cast all the +1 attacks on everyone, then I change the Tide to be the Clarity, to be the extra assault range. It's a good Tide to have if I bring guys in from reserve, just go boom, then they're in combat. Then the following turn, I turn into Tide of Clarity, Tide of Convergence, sorry, and then I get all the mortal wounds from then on. So it's basically, I'll come in, I'll get into combat, and the next turn I'll go in there and just.
But you can't drop it. Oh, you're gonna try and drop it and stop me from your deep striking.
If I need to.
I didn't think. Oh, okay.
So everything in this army comes with deep strike for free.
And you try and make it.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. So giddy up. So we'll go and pick our secondaries and we'll come back.
Look, I'm excited for you because I don't know if I want to win it or not, just because it's your first outing with your Grey Knights, and I know you've been waiting for this for ages, so it'll be fun no matter what. Hopefully I don't take my models off the table too quickly. Yeah,
well, I don't know. We'll see. There's ways I can sort of pluck off a few units at range, but you got to remember too, I've got Storm Bolters and everyone, so just the weight of dice.
That's four
shots per guy. Yeah. I think it's 45 off the top of my head, 45 guys.
Yeah, you
times 4.
Basically deep striking down and just going blasting with everybody works for you.
So 180 Storm Bolters will take out a few Marines.
Maybe. Just maybe.
If I get rerolls too, that might be alright. Anyways, we'll have to think up a strategy, and the aim of the game isn't to just wipe your opponent off the table anyways, it's to score points. And if I just go and try to table someone, then I'm not going to score points, I might not do that well.
Well, they still give you the rest of the turns, don't they?
They do, yeah. That actually happens to me at that comp actually. I got the guy wiped on turn 2.
And then
I just went around and I ended up with 80 something points. Yeah, I only missed out on one secondary thing.
You useless bastard.
Yeah, I know.
Alright, well, let's look at these secondaries.
Let's do it. Right, we have chosen our secondary objectives. So, Matt, would you like to go first?
Yeah, I've got, obviously, his army's full of witches, or warlocks, or whatever you want to call them.
They're not really girls, so they have to be warlocks.
Psychers. So I've gone to Paul the Witch, which is in the Warcraft now in the book.
As a Grey Knight player, I basically expect that to be taken every game, and my opponent to either max it or come close to maxing it.
Well, he didn't tell me about that. He just was waiting for me to find it.
I actually forgot to tell you about it. I have told you about other times I've played them.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
6 years ago.
Yeah.
When it didn't exist.
Yeah.
I've also gone to the last. My 3 troop choices, my kill teams are worth the most points, and if I can keep them alive, I'll get 5 points for each one of them. If I split them, and one of those units is destroyed,
you go to 3
I go to 3 points at least if someone survives from the unit. My reasoning for that is I want him to target my troops because I think my dreadnoughts are the killy part of my army, and
I'll try and kill the dreadnoughts first and finish their stuff later.
Well, that's what may happen, but we might start running around and jumping everywhere.
You taking that makes me feel like I'm going to have to come close to tabling you to deny you all them.
Yes. And that's what's probably going to happen. I mean, that's your goal anyway. I'm pretty certain it's just going to come down and just go for me.
What makes you think that? That's because I do that a lot with Greatlights.
That's what you do. Normally it's Terminators though, and then you throw invulnerable saves on them, and they're just ting, 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 ting. And the other one was Stranglehold, which is the objective one. At the end of my turn, if I can hold 3 objectives, I get some points. I get 3 points.
Yep.
As long as he's not holding 3 as well, so I've got to have more than him. There's only 6 out there, so if I hold 3 objectives, the reason I went with that is it doubles up on the primary, which is holding objectives, and to be honest, I couldn't do behind. I normally have Vigil, which is holding my line, but he's going to break through that really quickly, and I can't take it on first. Can't get any points first turn, and therefore I would just be. He'd constantly be in my lines trying to kill me. I just.
You might have 2 turns of scoring it if you're lucky.
Nah.
If you're lucky.
No, it depends on what happens.
But the Grey Knights can be very aggressive if they want. They can be literally on top of you turn 1. Like I can move my interceptors 24 inches in turn 1 if I need to.
They can't assault from that.
They can't assault from that.
But they can shoot.
But they can move into there to just deny it if they have to.
Yes, I mean that.
You know? Yeah. And I'd sacrifice a squad of 5 interceptors
just to deny
you that point. Yeah. Cool. All right. And Stranglehold as well. Yeah.
That was the last one to match up with the primaries.
I've gone two of the Grey Knight secondaries. So there's 3 of them. The third one's all about killing demons, which is a stupid one for me to take because you don't have any demons. So I'm not going to do that one today. I'll find a demon player to do that one against. I've got one called Purifying Ritual. So that's a Grey Knight one. I'm going to give that a roll. Basically, I do a psychic power. Now this psychic power is the only psychic power in the whole 40k that doesn't escalate. So it's 5 warp charge, and every time I cast it, it's 5. It doesn't change. Alright? So what I have to do is I have to be at an objective, and I can do this even if you're on it, because it's just a psychic power. I just go 5 warp charge, and then I get a single token for it. So if I do 1 for the turn, I get 1 victory point. If I do 2 for the turn, I get 2 victory points. If I do 3 of these objectives for the turn, I get 4, and if I do 4 of the objectives, I get 6 victory points.
How close do you have to be?
Within 3 inches.
Okay, so that's part of the whole deal.
Yeah.
That works.
Yep. The other one is called Teleport Assault. Now, I think this one could be a bit tricky. Basically, if I kill a unit from your army with one of my units that's either shunted, being used with gated infinity, or come in from Teleport Assault, so from the objective, just rolled in, just jump in. So if I kill one of your units with the unit that does that, that's with either psychic powers, close combat, shooting.
Do you have to do it in the turn that you come in?
Yes, the turn I come in, I have to do it. So I've got turn 2 and turn 3 for that. So turns 1, 4 and 5, I have to either Gate of Infinity or use the shunt stratagem, which I can do that with a lot of units.
I mean, you could just tell it, like when you deep strike with it.
Yeah. The thing with that is though, I'd only have to do the killing blow. So if I was to, let's say, target this dude to get down to 2 wounds, and this guy did the shunt, and then bang, he shoots it and kills it, then I get the 3 points for that.
Yes.
Yeah. So
weaken something.
It's going to be a tricky one, I think. Turns 2 and 3, I should be able to get it quite easy.
Oh, I think with enough games, you'll actually work out how to do it.
So I'll hit no garage. The last one I've gone is Retrieve Atarius Data. So that one, basically the table has got 4 invisible quarters on it, and each turn I can perform 1 action. I can only do this action once per turn. I can't do 4 quarters in the first turn and then I'm done. So I have to do at least 4 turns I have to do it. So I start doing the action in one of the quarters, and that counts as just 1. Then if I've done it in 2 quarters, that gives me, I think it was 3 points off the top of my head. There goes 3, 6, 12 for 4 quarters. So if I get all 4 quarters, I can max out with 12. I can't get full 15.
Yeah, you've done something similar with another one before. Like, you do something in each one.
Yeah. So I'll put a flag in each of the table quarters when I've done one. That way we can know which is which. Yeah, so basically I will have to sacrifice a unit for an action. Typically, I'll probably try and use the servitors early turns because they're not very points efficient. They're very points efficient to do that, but they don't really do anything else. And later turns when I've got a unit that's down to like 1 or 2 guys that's not really a full effectiveness,
put them away
they'll just jump over somewhere and do retrievers there.
Yeah, that was why I didn't want to shoot the units, because he could always hide his last one.
Yep. Alright, cool. So that's secondary. See how I go. I'm gonna find teleport strike gonna be interesting. I'll see how
I think you'll enjoy it.
Yeah, it's all about fun anyway. So there we go. So we'll go into the game. Righto, so we've done our deployments, we've done our redeployments and all that sort of stuff. So originally that unit over here on Matt's deployment zone, they were in the middle of the field here, so I set up so I can top them if I need to. When he did his redeploy, they went back over to this tower. He's got a big brick of dreadnoughts over here. That'll be a tough nut to crack, but it's enough that it will be cracked indefinitely. Back there, he got some support for them with the jump dudes. So he's got a bit of a broken up castle over there. So I've actually moved, with my redeployment, a lot of my units away from this side to force him to have to kind of move towards me a bit. This dude is in the open, but he has got that the relic, so if he gets shot at, he can just teleport out of there anyways.
He's gonna get shot at.
He'll get shot at. So down here, I've got Draigo and a squad of servitors and Dreadknight. I've got these guys in reserve, along with all of the strike marines. I've kept the 10-man unit as a 10-man unit, and the other 2 are 5s. These guys are back here behind here, ready to roll. These guys redeployed over to here. So basically the only thing that can see them is this unit. I am in cover though, so I will get the neg one to hit because I'll be in tight of shadows. Matt had these guys, he just shuffled them around a little bit to just be a bit more on top of that objective. I think he's trying to keep me away from that 3 inches.
No, I was actually trying to line up your Justicar. I didn't realise it wasn't.
Yeah, he thought the Justicar was an independent character thing. Anyways, that's the battlefield. So you've got nothing in reserve, do you?
I have nothing. That's just the shirt I wear.
So Matt's got everything on the table. I have got half my army. Less than half, actually, because I can do that now. So yeah, this is the table. Matt has rolled off first, so he will be attacking me. Alright. Over to you, Matt. We'll go good luck. And we've got Chris in the background. Sick. Alright. Game on. So in Matt's movement phase, he basically just shuffled his Dreadknight blob, I should say. I have Dreadknights. Now he's going to do some shooting, so we'll see what he does. So no psychic for Matt. So
hence the Paul the Witch.
yes.
All right. I couldn't do it.
All right, I'll do a couple on camera for the people.
All right. The sniper rifles, 5 of them.
Yep.
Those 4 freaks at the back.
Okay. What else is going to shoot at what, roughly? Just so we know for the camera, guys at home.
I'm going to target this guy.
Yep.
And I'm going to see if he jumps around. If he jumps around,
yep,
then I'm going to have to change what I'm shooting at.
Okay.
I mean, I can't go much further.
So basically everything there really only can see him.
No.
There's a few other bits you can see.
Yes.
Yep. All right, cool. All right, let's do it. Let's shoot those 4 little wieners. They are toughness 3 and they have 4+ save.
All hits?
All hits, yeah, they hit in 2s, those guys.
Yep.
Cool.
What is their weapon?
I think they're strength 4 or strength 5. Either of them will wound me on a 3+.
Okay, so it's just the sniper rifle though.
Yeah.
The mortar strength. How many wounds do they have?
They have 1. They're just servitors. They're cheap.
All right, so I'll use the execution around, obviously.
Okay.
So strength 5.
Okay, so there'll be 3s to wound. Okay, 4 of them.
And I get to re-roll 1s because of the Phobos unit when we got the comms relay.
Okay, yep.
And that's so, and it's neg 1.
Neg 1. Alright, so that gives me a 5+ save. So I've saved 3 of them, 2 to dead.
Hey? No,
that was he hit with everything.
Yeah, the 2s and stuff with the hits. Yeah.
2 guys are dead.
That's ridiculous.
That's less than 20 points you've killed.
I know, but that's
15 actually.
Yeah, it's those 5s and 6s that you bloody roll for no reason. Alright.
Wait till I get hit with some mortals. Alright. What next?
Alright, so now we're going to shoot. Which one will I shoot with? These guys here are going to shoot at him.
Oh, excellent. Alright, so I am definitely going to be redeploying. There. Just got to make sure I'm more than 9 from you. Which I should be well and truly. I'm 10. Yep, okay. Cool. You do get to charge me though if you do wish. If you wanted to attempt.
So now we all shoot at you.
Okay. Also as well, the people at home, these guys don't benefit from Tide of Shadows, so that's why they were rolling a 5+, not a 4+, just in case someone was curious. Because they're not technically Grey Knights. They do get Brotherhood keywords and stuff, but they don't get the Tides. Anyways.
Alright.
Cool.
3 las fusils at Dildo.
This dude? Alright.
Re-rolling 1s, because they don't get to re-roll 1s because the captain's actually over here.
Yep, okay. They don't get he's not Phobos either, so that pinging thing doesn't work,
They're Phobos, but they don't get the comms relay.
Yeah, because he's not Phobos, is that right?
No, they don't have the comms relay because
they're just a 3-man unit, gotcha.
Comes with infiltrators.
Okay, gotcha.
6.
What's your,
So strength 8.
Strength 8. I'm up to 6.
So 1 wound.
1 wound?
And it's a 3 wounds if you fail it.
Neg 3?
Neg 3.
So my save is 1+, which will take me to 4 anyways. 4+ invulnerable. Boom.
5.
Saved.
We'll be putting them in the jar.
Need to microwave them a little bit longer.
Alright, those 5 at him.
That's the regular bolters or flip fusils?
Fusils down here as well.
Fusils, can they see me? You are a big prick.
Yeah, yeah.
Yep, alright, bring it. Fusil me.
Yep. Through that bit there.
Yep.
Those ones can see you cleanly then.
So we've got 4.
And that's a re-roll 1 because they are part of that unit.
Okay.
It's the captain's thing.
So that's all hits?
Yep.
Alright, now we're needing 3s. Oh, nasty. 4.
Yep.
Boom, boom. 2 saves, 2 fail. I'm going to CP one of them. So I've saved 3, so I've only taken 3 damage. So down to 10.
See, they got a 4 up in there. It's pretty crazy.
They used to have a 5 and I had to psychic it to get it to 4, but now they're just straight up 4.
Alright. 16 shot boys shooting at you.
This dude?
Yep.
Can they see me?
Yeah, true. This one only can.
Oh, yep. Oh, yep.
He will be, but these ones can't because that's blocking me.
That dude in the middle could probably see me too if he's in range.
These 2 can. I don't know about this one.
No, yeah, that's the 2 I meant.
Oh, no, he can as well. Yeah.
Yep, I can see part of you from there. Yep, alright, cool.
But these ones...
If you're in range, he's 30, isn't it?
30.
Yeah, just check with it.
36 for the plasma one. He's fine.
Yep.
30 for this guy, which is fine, and this guy's 48, so...
Okay, cool. Alright, well we'll finish this shooting off and we'll come back to you guys.
Yeah.
Okay, so all the rest of the fire that could see this dude shot the crap out of him. I spent a CP to reroll one of my failed saves and I passed it and it would have been 3 damage, so he would have been dead. So thankfully he's still alive. He's got 2 wounds remaining, so he's definitely nerfed. So as you guys saw, this is what I did. Get teleport over here. He's now in prime range to kill these guys. I should be able to cut them to shreds this turn. Over here, the rest of the guys are all shot and that was basically all that happened. So over to my turn now. I'm going to start trying to purify some of my objectives. And Matt did also get Stranglehold because he's holding the 3. 1 there, 1 in the center and over here. This turn here though, I'm going to hopefully get in here and be close enough to take that one off him, and then it's going to be an uphill battle from that with the Stranglehold objective.
Maybe not.
Maybe not, depending, because you've got to hold 3 to get that, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, anyways, all right, over to my turn. Righto, so over here we've got these guys that move behind here to stand on that objective. They're going to do Purifying Ritual. They're going to cop a whole heap of shooting from these guys though next turn, so they might not survive. Down here, this guy did the leadership test. They failed, and this guy didn't roll a 1, so he's not dead. He did retrieve Rapiers data in this section, and he's still within this deployment here. This dude here, Draigo, is putting his reroll hits onto him. And Draigo's going to attempt to teleport him in just a second, but he's going to do Purifying thing on this first. These guys have moved out here from behind, and these ones have also moved from there. They've gone over to here. They're going to do the Purifying Ritual. This dude's moved up, and the guys that were back here have moved up to here. They're going to possibly attempt to assault these guys. So these guys were 24 inches back, but then he redeployed, put them more forward. So now I am within assault range from them as well. It'll help me get a little bit of a move up there. The only downside is next turn I'm going to get the shit shot out of me from this direction.
Correct.
So either way, I've still got a fair bit of stuff in reserve still. So I'll quickly do some Psychic. So these guys are going to do the Purifying Ritual down here first. So they've got it off on an 11, which is perfect. So there's 1. So this Dreadknight is going to do it here. He's got it off on a 5. Sweet. And these guys are going to go for this one. They have failed. I guess I'm going to have to go them now.
How close do you have to be?
That's a good question. I think it's 3. I'll have to measure.
Within 3.
I don't think they're within 3, so I might have to CP. No. CP, that one. I wanted to use CP for other stuff, but... Okay, so they've got it off. So I've got 3 of them. So CP down to... Actually, that's down to 8 because I would have gone up 1.
Well, I would have went to 8 too, because I would have went up 1.
I would have gone 9, then back to 8.
Because I was on 7. I should
Oh, yes, you got on 7. Then you went on 8, then back to 7.
Where is it?
You're over there. You're actually on 7.
Should be on 8.
Did you spend a CP last time?
No.
Oh, you're on 8. Cool. Draigo's now going to do Gate of Infinity on this dude. Needs a 7. 10. Boom. So old mate's going to gate up to here. I'm going to be 9 away from your dudes though.
Back it up.
A bit further back. And that now, that looks like 9. Yep, cool. Draigo's actually not going to cast a second power just yet because he doesn't need to. I could do like a smite or something, but it's pointless. I can change the tide, but I actually don't want to change it just yet. I want to stay in Tide of Shadows for this turn. Down here, these guys are going to do the, I can't think of the name of it, but it's their shoot and then move shenanigans. So they need, I think, a 5 off the top of my head.
Not good enough.
Nope, all good. They're in a safe spot anyways, so I'm not too nervous about that. Down here, these guys are going to smite. Failed as well. All good.
Not that it's going to matter.
Up here, this dude's got either Gate of Infinity, which he can't do because Draigo's done, or he's got Edict Imperator. Is there any guys now 3 wounds?
No.
No, so there's no point in me casting that because that's
they're all 2 wounds.
So what I might do is my Brotherhood power, which is +1 attack. On a 6. I'm pretty sure that goes off, but I will just double check. And that is it for my Psychic phase this turn. I'll do some shooting and I'll come back and talk to you in a sec. Alright, so this side of my army's done some shooting. Draigo shot a dude and killed 1 dude with his new mastercrafted Storm Bolter. That is one of his new things. Epic shit. The rest of the guys all shot. So these guys all shot. This guy shot as well. Took down a heap of dudes. Shot this guy last just in case I'd whittled him down enough because he did do the Gate of Infinity. which means if I had wiped out that unit with him, then I would have got 3 points. Otherwise, this turn I didn't really have too much chance to get it. Now I'm going to try and assault with this Dreadknight Grandmaster. So, let's roll it.
I think it looks good. Yeah.
It's a 10. I think I'm definitely in with that.
I think I could just remove them.
Yep, I'd say that's probably a good idea because I do have the extra attack on there from the psychic ability as well. So 14 attacks, 2 pluses to hit.
I would consolidate.
2 pluses to wound. And I'm not going to consolidate at all because I'm standing on that objective nicely right there for the end of my turn 2. All right. So he might get killed this turn. He might get killed, but we'll see. Anyways, we'll have a little sit down and chat for what could happen in the next turn. All right. So that's the end of turn 1. It's not too bad. It's the party owner that's going to cause the most pain is here, and you now can kind of be able to be in charge range with probably 2 of them, possibly. But
they've got an 8-inch move, so that's going to take me to there. I will be able to charge. Yeah. But they'll be shooting beforehand. You may chicken out though.
This will be the turn that I definitely pop my 3+ in one of all. I think.
Why don't you? But you can rack off, or you can't jump away now.
I can only do that once per game.
So no one can move him. So he's stuck there.
He's stuck there unless I do gain of infinity on him, but he has to survive to be able to do that.
Oh, you can only do that.
I've also got the teleport thing on him, so I can actually leave combat and then shoot and assault again. Yeah. It's probably beneficial for me to do that.
I want him dead.
You definitely need him
but
dead.
There's units that I can kill.
Yeah, I think this turn for me was actually pretty successful because for your secondaries you need to hold at least 3 objectives each turn. I've taken you off 1, so now you're going to have to fight me to get back, which you can do, but it's going to mean
there's one
separating.
Up there.
Yeah, you can if you can take it, but you need to be on it.
Yeah. I'm good to lock here.
Also, being on 2 objectives, you've got 5 points straight up. You don't hold more just yet, so you'll just get 5 points for primary straight up this turn. The other thing I think that was helpful for me was wiping out that unit because that then takes 5 points off your turn.
Yeah, I don't get my 15 now.
So you're going to get maximum 10. I'm hoping to kill a few more of your units before that
you will.
Finishes. Yeah.
But I didn't actually mind that. I thought that was what they were there for. It was to drag your army forward. This rock is a bit annoying.
Yeah, the terrain is sort of set up a bit awkward actually. It's actually good though.
For you?
It's good awkward.
Yeah, so I'm trying to work out what to kill this turn. I would like to kill that unit, that unit, that unit, and that unit.
Okay.
I might be pushing something uphill there, but...
well, that unit, what they've got going for them is they are neg 1 to hit because they're still in Tide of Shadows.
Neg 1 to hit?
Yeah.
Neg 1 to the save?
So I've got +1 to save, and then if I'm in cover, I also get neg 1 to hit. So they're also in cover. Over here, they'll all get the +1 save. If you've got a Norse cover or anything, then that'll take that away. But,
I should have used that actually, these guys too. Yeah.
Okay, well
but it's not that effective. It's not on the big one, so.
Yeah. All right. Well, we know now anyway. So, for me, this turn, my goal is to try not to die as much as possible, and kind of get myself ready for my big turn 2.
Yeah.
I probably will not bring everyone in turn 2 because I still need guys coming in from reserve turn 3 to get points that way.
Do you?
Well, because I get points from guys coming in from reserve and killing you, guys being shunted, and guys being teleport strike. Yeah.
That's the one you're trying to work on.
Yeah, I've just got to.
I think that's pretty cool. Like it's nice.
It's very Grey Knight-ish.
Yeah. I like
it does make it tricky though because you can only really benefit extremely in 2 turns. So turn 1 and turn. What I probably should have done as well actually was maybe shunted a unit as well, so then I had 2 units being able to shoot. Because the guy that I did teleport, he basically is already whiffing anyways because he's hitting on 5s.
Well, I'm gonna try and get rid of him.
Yeah.
He doesn't do much anyway. I mean, but I'll just get rid of him.
Yeah. You think you need to?
No. I got other things.
Other problems.
Yeah, bigger problems.
Okay.
13 wins.
Correct.
3 up in bow if
I pop it.
How do you pop it?
I just say I'm going to use it this turn, and then I think it's either the turn or the battle round. I will check because if it's battle round, it's my turn 2 as well.
Can you check that before I make
I will.
my move?
I will check that. It could just be the turn, but it's anyways, there'll be 3 up in those.
He could be the death again.
Or not. For the survival, I think.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, we're going to Matt's turn 2. Let's do this. Matt's done his movement. He's shuffled around his dreadnoughts. He's put 3 this way.
Hang on, I need to make sure this guy's within 6 of everybody.
Yep.
He needs to be
so the reroll 1s.
And the tome.
Yeah. Okay.
So he can actually be fine. Yeah.
So he's moved out the front guys to screen. The downside is that he won't be able to charge me doing that. It's up to Matt to decide if that's really what he wants to do. But it also means I have to kill them before I charge Matt. If I am not dead, obviously. The other thing is they also create a bit of a buffer. Like if this guy gets killed and I deep strike in, that means I move that little bit further to get into combat with things. There's lots of little bits of strategy around that. Yeah, so that's where they're set up. Public enemy number 1 is the Dreadknight Grandmaster. Matt's going to be pumping pretty much everything he can into making this guy go down.
And I need him to roll badly.
And he needs me to roll badly. With this much firepower, I'm probably going to pop my 3+ invulnerable, but at that point, I'm thinking, I don't know if it's going to matter because that guy does mortals. That guy's only -1. Is he further than 12? That guy?
Who?
That one.
No, they're all 12.
They're all within 12?
Yeah.
Okay, so I don't get my +1.
That was the whole idea of it.
Yeah, so I don't get my +1 to save for being in Tide of Shadows. But even then, -1 still only 3+ save. The only thing I'm going to need the 3+ save against is basically the plasma. So we'll see how that goes.
Actually, talking about mortals, I will move that guy to here.
So can shoot both if needed?
Yeah, like either that way
so
or
plan
that
A, plan B.
Yeah.
Okay, sounds good. Alright, shooting time. Righto, so end of the shooting phase. Matt has successfully killed the Grandmaster Dreadknight. He shot pretty much everything here at it and took it off basically right at the end. These guys have taken some casualties, they're down to 2, and the other 2 Wound Dreadknight also died from that volley. Down here, the rest of his army pumped as much as they could into these guys. They killed 4 and 1 dude is still left alive. So I've now secured that objective this turn at least, which gives me 3 objectives. And I also hold more than Matt, which gives me a full 15 for primary. Woohoo! Excited. Alright, but Matt, we're going to tally up what the Killing Psychers points do. We'll find out how many points Matt gets for the Killing Psychers one tonight, Abhor the Witch. So he would have got that this turn as well. So
-1 to penetration, I would have those saves.
Oh yeah, next turn. If they're not dead already. Alright, let's do it. What's that shooting? Cool. Alright, so my movement and my psychic phase is over.
Kill the
this guy did a purifying thing. Purified. So I got all 4 of them off. Gave me 6 points, so I'm up to 10 on purifying objectives. Draigo changed into Tide of Convergence, so I'm now doing more mortal wounds in combat and stuff like that. I just have to get my charges off, which is going to be the tricky part. I'm probably going to kill some guys, so I'm going to be out of range for some stuff. But shit happens. But Draigo also gated. So if he manages to do the finishing blow on a unit, then great. But if not, these guys did a smite and did some damage. These guys have done Hammerhand, so they're in Hammerhand. He smited and failed. He did Vortex of Doom, it went off and killed a bunch of guys in here.
3.
Down here, these guys did a smite and killed 1.5 Space Marines over there. So that's it for all that business. Now I'm going to start doing some shooting. So down here, these guys are going to shoot that big unit. And they've got Draigo for rerolling 1s. Here we go. And there's all these dice back here as well. Alright, so we've got 1, 1, 1. Oh, they both failed anyways. Alright. Cool. I'll roll them in a second. Looking for 4s. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Only 5 saves out of that.
Alright, I've got 5 dice, and these guys are all the Caped Crusaders.
Yep.
So 2 ups.
Just looking for 1s. Boom. Alright. Probably a good thing, because I actually want to charge you. Okay.
Oh, I don't mind.
Cool, cool, cool. I'll keep doing some shooting and then we'll come back shortly. Okay, so my shooting didn't do too much, which I didn't expect it to because I'm shooting bolters. I did chip a wound off this dude. And chip a wound off him too.
4 guys from here.
That was Psychic though that did that.
Oh.
Down here, these guys shot a heap of shots at that unit, and same as these guys, and they took them down to 1 guy.
Yeah, see the dice.
So it would have been good actually if I had killed them with them, because then I would have got my 3 points for killing something.
Oh, so sorry.
That's alright, I can still kill you in combat though, so that's where it's important. Now, this is probably the biggest thing I need to do right now is get this brother captain into combat, because he's got first to the fray. It's a 9-inch charge to get in, and that means everyone else gets +1 to charge against them as well. The brother captain gets +1 to his charge. If I need to CP reroll, this will be where I need to do it. 6, 7, 8. So that gives me 9, which means I'm in. +1 to charge. Boom.
Yes.
Okay, so these guys, they now get their +1 to charge as well into the same unit.
Can I Overwatch, or do I have to put this in a CP?
You can see PP Overwatch if you want.
Yeah, I'm going to CP and Overwatch on this guy.
Yep, okay, do it.
How do I do that? Just roll this over?
So you drop a CP, so you go down to 6. And then you roll a single shot for each of these dudes, and you, on a 6, you hit me. So you hit with 2. What's the strength? 8. Yep, so I need 2 to wound. Yep, and I have a 4+ invo for him. Yep, I failed 1. I'll just take it because I'm not dead. So 3 left on him. Cool. Alright, these guys are now going to charge. So needing an 8 for them as well. 6, 7, 8, 9. They're in.
I think someone's dead.
Yep, they're going to chew some shit up. So I'll move them in a second anyways off camera. That's a bit boring for you to watch. Over here. What's my range to charge that dude? How many inches am I from you?
You're 9.5, so you're going to need a 9.
Alright, I might do my reroll charge on him if I need to. Oh, it's a 7, it's a fail. I'll reroll that to my CP there.
No.
Oh, that's cocked. Okay, so he didn't make it in.
Take that
so
off.
I'm down to 5 CP. And these guys here are also going to charge over here. So they failed, even with the extra additional thing. And Draigo's going to have a crack as well.
Come on, son! No.
5, 6, 7, he needs 9. So Draigo's not in combat either. All good. I'll move these guys, and in a sec, actually before I forget, these guys here, they're going to charge the Dreadnought.
No.
Definitely didn't get it.
It's like, we're now dead.
Okay.
We are so dead, it's going to hurt.
Okay. No, I don't really care. Anyways.
He needs it at least.
Okay, so these are all my dice. Now, I'm going to spend 1 CP, so I'm down to 4. Alright?
So what strength are you?
Strength, I'll be strength 4 for these guys. But I'll spend the CP, what that does is on 6 is I get 2 hits instead of 1.
Goodness me.
Okay, so I'm going to have
a
couple of little hand rolls here. I'm out of range of rerolls though, so we'll just see what happens.
Goodness. On 3s, is it?
3's to hit, yes. So 6 is a 2 hits, so that's a 2 hitter. That's a 2 hitter. That's a 2 hitter. No, that's a normal hit.
That was a. You grabbed the 4, you should grab that one.
Oh yeah, so 4's a normal hit. That's a double hit. Those ones are all normal hits. Normal
That's a double
hits.
hit.
Double hit for that one, double hit for that one.
So it's one that missed.
One, there's a 6 over here as well.
And there's another 6.
There's another 6, so I actually hit with extras.
It's going nuts. It's going crazy.
So, we'll roll these. 4s are a wound, and a 6 is a mortal wound. Alright, so far. I need more hands than those two. Okay, so we got, take out the mortals.
So there's 5 wounds already.
Yep.
But you get to re-roll them anyway, so that's 5. It's on top of it.
So that's on top of it, yeah. So then you've got...
Take out the other one.
So 4 pluses are your normal saves as well.
I don't think I get cover saves anymore.
Not in combat, you know.
Alright, so I've got...
So you got this many, so you got
7.
2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 saves, and then 5 mortals.
12 saves.
12 saves.
Wow.
Actually, just before you do that, I just remembered I had Hammerhand on, so these are all rerolls.
Why?
Before I forget, because I put Hammerhand on the psychic.
Does that reroll the wound?
Reroll the wound.
Oh,
I almost forgot.
Oh, we're dead, we're dead.
There's some more mortals for you.
Wow.
That's pretty brutal, isn't it? I was going to go, and that doesn't look like enough. No. Now we
2, 4, 6, 8, 10 mortals.
6, 8. You got 10 mortals straight up, so they're gone. Plus all your saves.
I'm taking them off. There's no way in the world I'm going to waste saves on one dude.
Yep.
Wow.
It's pretty nasty shit.
That's great.
You got all rapiers. Rapiers.
Yeah, let's not talk about it that way.
The good news is it also takes you off an objective.
For who, you or me?
For you. Cool.
That's pretty brutal.
Yep. And it only cost me 1 CP. And the brother captain didn't even get to do his attacks. But anyways, that is what it is. So I'll do my consolidations and we'll sit down and chat, eh? So, Purifying Ritual's gone off a fair bit, so I've almost maxed it. I only need to do that again another once or twice, and then
it's great.
I've got maximum on that. The killing out of Deep Strike and that's actually pretty tricky because you maximum get each turn 3, so I can see that being like one of those ones where in a game I might be able to do
so you get
6 to 9 points off it.
How many points do you get for doing it?
For the killing stuff out of reserve?
Yeah, 3.
3. Yeah, so you have to do it every turn.
Yeah, but you could do your little shunt things.
I could do shunting and deep I could do stuff like that.
So your deep strikes for the.
You've just got to time it really well to get it off. But anyways, we've seen what the Rapiers can do in combat, and that wasn't even with full rerolls to hit either. I could have also spent another CP to give them an extra attack each.
Yeah, but you gave them a CP that allowed them to reroll the wounds or something.
That was a psychic power. So if I go...
Hammerhand.
Yeah, so if Draigo goes, he can point at them and go, you guys can reroll all failed hits. And then they can cast the power to go reroll failed wounds. And then there's another power they can do for the Brotherhood power.
It was pretty strong. And the mortal stuff.
Yeah, you can take down a Dreadknight.
You could take down Morty.
Take down Morty with that.
You did 2 of those squads. Just
Morty's gone. But anyways, it was good to see. It happen.
No, it wasn't.
But that also that scored me 3 points when I killed a squad out of Deep Strike, and it denies Matt another 5 points.
Yeah, I lost my squad. I'm no longer on that objective.
So you're holding 1 objective now, so you don't even get 5 points.
I don't get anything.
No. So you get no primary. You lost another 5 points off your secondary.
I just have to cause you pain now.
You're not going to get your Supremacy one or whatever it is, the 3 objective one. Unless you really punch me back hard this turn. You can probably jump back on this and you probably can get that one back actually, so you might get that end of your turn.
We'll see, I just want to hurt people.
Yeah, I think that's going to be good. So I do still have some guys in reserve for next turn too.
Nothing. They're nothing.
They're actually pretty good.
They mean nothing to me.
They're pretty good. They got Hammerhand too and they got high damage.
This guy's the problem.
Yeah, he didn't really do much this turn.
No, but he's a problem because he's hard to kill.
I should have probably saved him for turn 3, to be honest. But anyways, it is what it is.
I don't know, it's a deflection.
Yeah. So where are you feeling like at this point?
I need to kill this big squad here, but I don't know if I've got enough firepower. There's a lot of wounds there.
You
no longer the shadow.
You'll be able to assault me. with that Dreadnought.
Yeah, I wanna kill that, and that.
Okay.
That's my.
I think this will be gone if all this focuses on it.
Not all of them.
But
no, that's going to go that
you
way.
need to focus this end.
And I'll just, now that you don't have your shadow.
Yeah.
That's the biggest problem.
Yeah, but I don't mind too much just yet. Anyways, we'll see.
I'll tell you after the game why.
We'll see how turn 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you're going to go heavy doctrine.
Yes, I am.
That was obvious. Alright, so Matt's movement. He's brought everyone around this side to start taking care of this quarter. Over here, he advanced that one lone wolf just so he's within 3 of that. Basically that means that I don't hold it this turn, so next turn I won't get the points for it, and Matt also gets his 3 points here. Downside is I'm just going to kill him. Cool. I suppose over to your shooting now.
Hang on.
Oh.
Based on that, I should leave this guy here.
Oh, because of the objective? Yeah, because you'd miss out on 3 otherwise.
Yep.
Alright, cool. So now you get your, is it 3 points for that? Triangle hold?
Yeah.
Alright, cool. Your turn. Alright, so over here, Matt has shot the crap out of over here, killed off everything that was in this part. In his shooting, he also killed off everything here. He's now charged the Brother Captain, and now charged the Dreadknight, and he's about to attack. So he's got his Captain back here too that you couldn't see. He's about to attack with this dude at the Dreadknight first up. Alright, we'll roll this on camera, eh?
Yes. Oh, that's bad because I don't do well on camera.
Even better.
Alright, so 5 attacks I'm imagining?
I think they're 5, just double check it.
He's 4 plus 1 for the...
Yeah, 5 then, yeah.
Rerolling ones.
Luckily.
Oh, jeez, mate.
Okay, so you get 2 hits. What's your strength? Is it
times 2?
What's his normally? 6 or 7?
His strength is 7.
Either way, it's still 2 pluses against me, so I'm top of 6. Oh. Alright.
I don't think I get... Oh, no, my side didn't, so...
Alright, I need 4 plus here. Saved it. Okay, I'm now going to interrupt. So I'm down to 1 CP. I'm going to attack the Brother Captain at those dudes. Alright, Soul Glaive time. 2's a hit with rerolls. Okay. So I've got all hit. I'm strength 6, so it'll be 3's to wound and also rerolling wounds. So they've all wounded. These are all neg 3 and they are 2 damage each.
Yeah, it's okay. It's shield time.
Yep, shield time. So first shield, dead.
Oh.
Second one.
I reckon that's a dead.
Yeah, dead. Dead as well.
No, 3's good.
Nah, 4 plus you need.
Oh.
So that's another dead one.
All dead.
Dead. Nice.
They're 2 wounds each, are they?
2 damage each, yes, on the Halberd. Nasty. That was 2 CP well spent.
That was terrible rolling.
Okay, so now you've got your guy that ignores invulnerables.
Yeah.
Coming at the Dreadknight.
6 attacks, isn't he?
Captains, I think, are 5 base normally, aren't they?
Captain is 5 base, so
6 on the charge. Have you got anything that gives you extra attacks as well on the charge? No, so 6 attacks hitting on 2s.
Can't re-roll himself. Strength 7.
Strength 7 will be 3's to wound. Ooh, nasty.
And Mastercrafted.
That gives you 2 damage each, so that's 10 damage, is it?
Yep.
Yep, that's a dead Dreadknight.
That's incredible.
Dreadknights don't actually
Like that.
blow up, so he just gets removed. Awesome!
That's incredible.
That's not too bad. He's dead now, though. Alright. Cool.
But he's happy about that. That's incredible.
That's pretty good. Well, I made up for that, so I don't feel so bad now. Alright, cool. I'll go back to my turn now, and we'll have a chit chat after that. Okay, so down here, Draigo, he put his little reroll hit bubble onto these guys. They've moved up here, Draigo's moved over here. Down here, these guys have jumped from over here to that objective, so I'm still on. Actually, how many did I have at the start? I had 2, so I've got 5 points. And do I have more than you?
No, I had 3.
Yeah, 3. So I've quickly had that on. So I'm at 20 for primary. So yes, they can still purify that. These guys back here can purify this. The other last squad I had in reserve, they've just jumped in. They're going to shoot that guy to get the 3 points, hopefully kill him. 3 points for the coming in out of reserve thing. The brother captain, he advanced. He does have a war trait so I can advance and charge. So he's going to come in and try and smash the crap out of some of these guys. Down here, basically just onto psychic now, I suppose. So we'll go the purifying ritual for these guys to purify that objective. They get it. These guys back here, gonna purify this one. They get that as well. So I can only purify 2 this turn. I could attempt to purify that with the brother captain, but I decided I wanted to do some what's it called? The Vortex of Doom. So that's going to cause some havoc in here. So the closest dude will probably be that guy. This dude here. Yes, it is, yeah. So it is warp charge of 7.
Oh, that's a shame.
Is it? I'm going to CP that.
Still a shame.
Oh!
And we're down to 1.
Down to 1. That's alright.
That's a shame.
It's not the most important thing I needed to do.
That's a shame.
Draigo. He's going to put Sanctuary on these guys.
That's a shame.
That goes off on a 6. These guys now have a 4+ invulnerable save. Draigo is now going to smite this dude.
No.
Yes, a 5 passes. So
I thought you had to go up 1 level.
I haven't smited yet.
Okay.
So D3, 1. So he takes 1 mortal.
We're up to 2.
And that's it for my psychic shenanigans. Actually, these guys at the back here, they can actually smite. They can smite this dude. They've got him, and if I get a 2 or high here, the guy's dead. No, he takes 1 damage. There's 1 left. Hello. Alright, so I'll just go into some shooting now. Once I've finished shooting, I'll do some assaults. Cool. Okay, so I am going to charge Brother Captain at this dude here first. Okay, I'll roll that one for you.
Should be able to make that.
Oh, I did. He's in. Cha-ching. I'm now going to charge Draigo at this dude. Draigo. He gets a 7.
This should be fine.
He's in. These guys, also charging that. I think I need about 5 or 6.
Yeah, they're fine.
They're in. Alrighty. Cha-ching. So they've also got the 4 up invo on them. These guys, they're going to charge that dude as well. I think I need about a 6. Oh, they're probably not in.
Nope.
That's okay, because I'm still on the objective at least. Should have probably said that anyways and just not charged them, but shit happens. Alright, I'll do my combats first. I'll actually start with the Brother Captain. Over here. Rerolling failed hits.
Why is that?
Because of the Soul Glaive Relic. He rerolls failed hits and wounds. So now I'm winning on 3s, rerolling wounds. Luckily, because there's 3 1s there. All of them. Okay, so you have got 5 saves at -3. And these are all at 2 damage each.
To stopping, martial superiority. At the start of the fight phase, if this model is within the engagement range of any enemy character, it fights first.
Okay, so what happens with fight first is it goes in an order. So if I charge you, it goes to the same level. I pick a unit, then you pick a unit. So what happens is I went first, so I attack. If I had chosen this dude over here to go first, or one of them units, you then get to basically
interrupt. And what about the strategy of I now want to intercede?
That happens after I finish my first round. So you can do that the next
first round.
So this will be my first combat. When that's resolved, you then get to interrupt.
So what's going to happen is he's going to fight back if he's still alive, and then I'm going to intervene.
So I then have to have a round, and then you can intervene.
Why?
Because that's the order it goes. You can't just go, unless you've charged everything, you can go 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2.
Well, I won't do it then. I'll just leave him to take his shit.
Well, you gotta see if he's not dead first.
Yeah.
Alright.
How many?
He's got 5 saves at neg 3 AP.
What's he armed with a combat shield, which is a 5 up invo? How many?
5. These are 2 damage each. 6 wounds. Is he dead? Yep.
I'd say is it? Yeah, so it doesn't really matter.
Does he fight when he dies? Just quickly check if he's got that room.
No, I don't think he does.
Some of them do, some of the champions. No.
I can make him fight again.
When he dies, if you want to.
What's that one?
I don't know.
Only in death. Use a stratagem in the fight phase when it adapts his character from has not already been selected to fight and is destroyed. Yeah, I will do that. Okay. But not. I'll do that at the end.
Okay.
I'm not going to intervene now.
Yep. All right. Cool.
My fist is going to go against him.
Okay. Sounds good to me. So that's 2 CP to intervene, and then 2 more CP for the fight again. So you're down to 1. Cool.
I didn't know what I was going to use them on anyway.
Okay, that's fine.
I was whinging about that all game going.
And now you just chew them up.
I don't know what's going on. So this is the first round, so he gets 5 attacks.
Yep. Okay, all at Draigo.
Yep.
All right, let's see if Draigo can do the tankiness. So
re-rolling the 1s because I'm next to the thumb.
Yep. All right, that was one of your dice. Yep. Okay.
No good on that.
Well,
on 2s.
Yeah, 2s to wound me.
Yep.
Yep. So I've got 4.
Yes, it's pretty strong.
Okay. Now I've got 3 up invo with Draigo.
2 got through.
2 got through. I'm going to use my last CP to reroll one of those.
No.
Oh.
Fuck yeah.
Okay.
It's D3 plus 3.
Yep. So you got to make sure you.
I'm going to get 8. I've got 8 damage already.
Oh, you do. Draigo's gone.
And so that's the first one, and that's the second one. He's got 8 damage.
8 damage, yeah. All right, Draigo's dead.
Yes.
I'm going to fight when I die too. No, I don't have any CP.
No.
Okay, cool.
That's a different one.
These dudes, they're going to now attack. So I've got.
That was a big fist, wasn't it?
I didn't roll their psychic actually on them, so I fucked that up.
What was the psychic?
I was going to do hammer hand on them.
No, you smite me, didn't you?
Maybe I did. Oh, maybe I did smite. No, that was the last turn when they came in.
You did something.
This is the ongoing turn. This is on my attacks.
Alright, I'm toughness 7.
Okay, I'm mainly going to be fishing for mortals.
Oh. Oh, that's probably what you did. The mortal thing.
The mortal thing comes standard. I don't have to roll anything special.
No 1s for you.
No 1s.
No 2s for you. But Draigo would have made them re-roll that, wouldn't he?
Actually, they've got. He made them at the start. He gets to re-roll. They get to re-roll everything.
He has to be.
He did that in the command phase. It's a point and shoot thing. You just go bang. You guys re-roll. Hit on hits. Boom.
No, it's not. It's actually.
It's actually. You can read the book right there. Kaldor Draigo. All right.
It says if they're within 6 inches of the character, they get it. It's an aura.
It's not an aura. It's a command. I'll show you it in just 1 second.
Cool.
Okay.
So you need 5s.
5s. So you got 2 mortals and a save.
So I got 3 saves.
So 3 saves at neg 1 and 2 mortals have gone through as well.
Alright, so I saved 1. So I've taken 4.
What's your save?
3 out.
So you failed it. And it's neg 2.
You said neg 1.
Neg 2, sorry. I meant neg 2. It is neg 2.
Yeah.
Supreme Grand Master, you can read that quickly if you want.
Did you select them?
I did declare them.
Okay, yeah, cool.
Alright, sweet.
I'm sure. Alright, so I just lost how many?
Did you failed all of them, so all of you lost 5 wounds.
Right, so I'm down to 7.
Okay.
Cool.
Alrighty.
When do I heroically intervene?
You should have done that in the charge step.
Okay, no big deal.
Yes.
Alright, so he's now going to fight.
Yep, and then he gets removed.
Yes, he does.
Okay. From memory, he should have 4 attacks. One of
yes,
charging him, I think.
Yeah, so 5.
Then 5, yeah. So then you go
on 2-ups.
2s, and then sword, isn't he?
And then he's within 6.
He doesn't get to reroll because he's not a core. He's a character. So 3's to wound.
Yes. Yep.
Sweet. So got 3 of them. And 4 up save.
He's dead.
No, past 1.
Yep, there's 2
Failed
wounds
to-
each, 2 damage.
Oh, are they? Okay, well, he's gone.
Yep.
Dead. It's a mastercrafted one, is it?
No, it's just, yeah, Mastercraft Power Sword.
Oh, there you go. All right, cool.
It's auto.
Sweet. That's a bit of a hectic death turn, I suppose. Cool. Let's talk. Righto.
He's got to go.
Yes, he's dead.
But he's good.
He's dead, Jim. All right. Cool. So end of turn 3.
You probably should film what the carnage is.
Yeah, I'll film that in a sec. I'll film that before.
A lot of carnage.
Yeah.
It's great.
Yeah. So that turn, basically, yeah, a lot of my guys died, but my main plan was to kind of keep him in this area, which I did, because now he's not going to get as many primaries. And hopefully I'll catch him on primaries in the long term. I do have a few units scattered around in different places still. I should get Purifying Ritual off this turn, which will max it out. I think, hang on, what am I on? 12, I'll get it to 14 at minimum. I may be able to get it up higher.
Oh, you'll get, if they jump over.
Yeah, they will. They'll be definitely
I'm
over there.
planning to take out this whole side.
That side should die. I have no doubt. I should still get maybe 2 objectives if I'm lucky. I've got that little servitor just hanging over there.
Hang in there, sunshine.
And then
I reckon an
basically,
Icarus pod will take him out.
it could. Is it indirect?
No, is he hiding?
Yeah.
I'm going to move up.
I've tried to position him so you can't see him from there.
Maybe I should take one of my favourite units out.
Yeah, they're all dead.
No.
Oh, actually.
Take himself out.
Oh, he can take himself out.
And come back.
Where does he come back on, from an edge?
Just whatever.
Back?
9 inches from somewhere.
Oh, okay, so he's deep strikes.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Alright, that might work. That'll be turn 5.
Oh no, it might be an edge actually.
Check it out anyways.
Yep.
That'll be, he comes off that turn, then comes out the next turn. Is that right?
Yeah. Turn 5.
Alright, that might be something you can do. Anyways, yeah, so that was a bit of a carnage turn. The Grey Knights have now got a Dreadnought in combat. What?
-1. I should have re-rolled to wound on all your HQs. So Draigo, that one.
He's dead anyways.
I know he's dead, but
yeah,
we could have killed him more. Just.
Yeah, that's alright. Yeah, so Draigo has fallen, unfortunately.
That was great. I couldn't believe it.
Yeah, the resilience of the Grey Knights, it's still not amazing, but it's a lot better than it was. I did expect Draigo's shield to hold up a bit actually, but it got through.
Oh, those fists, D3 cost 3.
Yeah.
Oh.
It did make you get forced to spend more CP though to be able to kill him.
Well, I wasn't spending it wisely anyway.
Yeah, but you got 1 left.
But for my turn, it'll be 2.
Yeah.
I don't know what I'll spend it on.
Yeah. Either way, we'll see how we go. I'm hoping to drain you in the scoring of points. Though you've already been denied 15 points because all those guys are dead.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you'll get the third.
I'm gonna get them.
The third one, third objective.
Oh, I'm gonna get that one. I'm gonna get that one. I'm gonna
Yeah.
get that one. I'm not sure about that one, but he's going over there.
Okay.
Yeah, we're coming.
All right. Cool.
Yeah, I mean, this is all you got.
Yeah, no, that's all right. That's all I need.
I'm gonna struggle to get the points, but I survived the brutality of that onslaught, and I'm pretty stoked about that.
Yeah.
I can't complain.
You know what? I might actually just do Rod for these guys. I don't know.
When can you do that in your turn?
Yeah, whatever.
It could come down to 1 point.
That'll give me 4 points.
It could come down to 4 points.
All right, well, we'll see. Put your money in your mouth. It's game on. Righto, so the movement. The Dreadnought has moved out of combat over here just to go and jump on this objective. These guys have moved up. They're basically going to shoot the crap out of both of these units. This guy here has wandered over here to try and pop these guys. And Matt just stood on a toad. Alright, quick little overview. These guys got shot off the table. These guys got shot down to one dude left. And these guys over here got shot off the table. I don't hold this objective anymore because the guys got killed. That's the Justicar. I wanted to keep him alive. I rolled my leadership. I rolled just enough to not be dead. This turn I'm probably going to just use him to purify that objective. Then he'll probably die next turn. So start of my turn I'm holding that objective still.
I got 9.
And this one. 9.
Or 3, I believe.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, you get 3 more of that. I'll put that on in a sec. Yeah, sweet. Alright. So I get 5 points for my primary. So my turn, all I did was move here and purify that objective. And then I purified that objective. That was literally all I did. Gave me 2 points. And this is turn 5. Actually, so I'm player 2, actually. So you will only get 5 points. Because you... Anyways, we'll talk about that in the chat. So this is end of turn 4. Chit chat time. Okay, so end of turn 4. Basically this turn, because Matt went first, he scores at the start of the turn still, and I went second, so then I score at the end of the turn. I get
points at the end of my turn for my...
Your...
What is it?
Oh, you'll get 3 points for that.
Is that maximum of 3?
Yeah, maximum. Only get 3 each turn for holding 3 objectives. So you get 5 at the start and 3 for that. Basically...
That's not enough. I'm 10 behind.
Yeah, and I should get at least.
You might get an 8.
Well, I'll be able to purify another objective.
When?
My turn. If they're not dead.
Yeah, they'll be dead.
Oh, you can roll them now quickly.
It doesn't matter. I mean.
I don't think you'll be able to kill those 5 guys.
He's going to go and take that objective. He's going to take that objective. These 2 are going to come.
Who's taking that objective?
He's taking that objective.
Oh yeah, he could. Just roll his advance. See if you make it.
Is this one of my dice?
Oh, yeah, it is. I just grabbed it from here.
Yes,
so, yeah,
he does. 18, so he takes that objective.
He'll be on that.
He's going to take that objective. That doesn't make it.
Which one?
The one with the little shit on it.
Is he just going to run over to it?
Yeah.
He won't take it. He'll just contest it.
Well, I'll just shoot him. I'll move up and shoot him.
Yeah, okay. You can do that.
He's dead.
So he'll be dead?
He'll be dead. These 2 are going to come over here and shoot them. And he's going to advance to that one.
See what he gets. Roll his advance.
3.
So what's his normal move? 8. So that'll be 11. Get you to here.
Which is good enough.
Justin, yep.
Yep, so that's him.
Okay, cool.
I don't know if that helps you enough. I reckon it's pretty close.
Basically, that'll give you 3 points for your...
I'll get that easy.
For your stranglehold.
But at the end of the game, I'm holding more objectives. I'll hold 4 objectives, but I think I'm just short. Your purify, is that what you call it?
Yeah, purify the objective. Essentially, you'd, even if I don't get it, basically I'm going to get 1 more point on it, and to purify 1 objective, I get it.
Yeah, I'm 10 behind. I reckon I can get, what you reckon I get 3 plus the 5 from my situation at the moment.
Yeah.
At the end of the game, it doesn't matter.
You've already maxed out killing Psycho units, so you can't keep scoring that one.
So,
and you get 0 for the units that you need to keep alive, because they're all dead. So it turns out probably about 3 to 5 point win at max for me.
Yeah, 2. Yeah. You won't. They'll be dead. You'll be actually destroyed. You won't have anything on the board, but you'll have.
I reckon these guys might hold out, depending how many of the mortals get through. Can they? Well, what's that movement? That 8?
Yeah, they'll be.
That guy won't be able to see me, I don't reckon. This guy will get to here. He'll be just.
Yeah, no, they'll be side. So maybe 3.
Yeah. Anyway, it's not going to make too much difference.
Good game though.
It's pretty tight. I think.
I was pretty happy with my resilience.
Yeah, I think mainly because I couldn't actually engage you how I need to engage you.
No, I didn't want you to.
I think as well, my army doesn't have a lot of anti-tank in it. I think if I focus a bit more on anti-tank, I'd probably go I think it's the Sword Brothers or something. Basically, that's a vehicle-focused Grey Knight army.
Well, that's something that the people watching can look forward to. Like he's going, like I know you love your Grey Knights, and you will expand on it. The mobility of your army was great.
Yeah. I think as well, I was using interceptors a lot to do a job of striking it could, and I found doing the purifying objectives.
But they're the same price except 1 point.
The 2 points extra for the interceptors, 1 point extra for purifiers, and purgation squads are the same points.
Okay.
Basically, they just get different psychic abilities built into them now. So
both elite armies.
Yeah, I think
I like the fact they've got a crap load more models on the table, but that means tiddly squat when it comes to the mission.
I feel as well with my army, I was using interceptors to do a strike squad's job. So they were just sitting in the back when the thing is they can move fast. I should have been moving them out, causing pain with them.
It's hard, like for me, like it's hard to rationalise using an elite squad like that can do so much damage, and all they do is hug a wall.
Yeah, the reason they were hugging the wall is because I wanted to get the purifying thing off. So even though I can get 15 points on it, am I better to do a different secondary, which means I can be more aggressive with the rest of my army? Maybe if I could take 3 squads of servitors.
No, I think the Grey Knight secondary that you chose for the purifying, like you think you maxed it out under duress. Yeah.
But then I could also do raise the banners and have 3 servitor squads just go banner, 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 and then by the end of the game I can get 8 to 12 points doing that. And I never reached your 3.
The
rest of my force can go forward and cause havoc. What I'm thinking as well, if I go to the sword, I think it's the sword bearers. I can't remember.
How much are the servitors?
They're 30 points for the squad of 4.
Yeah, like in that case, like
so 90 points.
I would not get there. You think about it against your army today, even though they're a bit stronger, but you're only missing 30 points, or 2 lots of 30. I couldn't get to your markers.
There's only the one you could really kind of get to. And
I mean, I could have deep striked, I guess, because.
But do you really want to deep strike in front of a combat army like that? You're basically just feeding them to me. Well, same as I did with my guys.
You fed them to me.
I was really wanting to see how they'd hold up.
And how'd they go?
They did exactly what I thought they would do.
Die?
I knew they'd die, but that's what you got to expect.
I think that's the first time we've killed Draigo.
Possibly, actually.
He died by fisting.
Yeah. I was pretty surprised by that, actually. I thought I'd be able to tank most of those. But I failed 2, then failed to reroll, and then, he's dead.
Yeah, that's all it was 2.
Yeah, I think my Dominus powers, I need to sort of figure out how to put them onto guys properly too, just where they are, because I had the Edict Imperator, which gives me the extra damage, which is on my Sacrificial Dreadknight Grandmaster. I think if I
love killing him.
Yeah, I think I'd probably, in future games, with the Sword Brothers, they get the +1 damage to vehicles and stuff like that. I'd probably stick him in reserve with the other 3 Dreadknights, and then drop 4 of them all at once, just bang. Then I get the +1 to hit, +1 to wound, and just.
I mean, this is one of those games that I got the aura for my leaders, and that was great. But just lieutenants, captains. Never used to do that sort of stuff. I used to just individual units, but with this, the way the game is right now, buffing units and the auras is really important. Like it's extra rolls every turn on multiple units. Like the stats add up really quickly, and you can turn a flank really quickly as well.
Yeah, and also it gives you a bit of a crutch too if you roll some bad.
Yeah, I never used to rely on that, and everyone else was, and I was like, I'm losing. So.
Getting the rerolls to wound on these guys that do the mortals is actually good, because that 1 that you roll can suddenly become a 6. And just check with your thing, the one that gives you the reroll wounds. See if it's reroll wounds or reroll fail, because reroll wounds, anything that's a 1 to a 5 you can reroll to just fish for mortals.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I could do that with Hammerhand and those guys. If I just wanted to do mortals to you.
Yeah, I guess that's wording.
Yeah.
Alright, I gotta get out of here. I've got to go.
Yeah, alright. Next game I'll put together something that does lots of mortal wounds in the psychic phase and does lots of damage with shooting.
Not sure what I do if I bring the puppies out.
Yeah, do whatever. We can do a real narrative game if you want, because I think the Grey Knights owe the Space Wolves with punching.
Oh, I guess because they're so soft.
Only because Logan just killed the Grand Master.
We didn't take much, it's more of a flick to the forehead.
Well, that being said, the Grey Knights weren't fighting back because they were like, what the fuck, bro? We're just killing regular guardsmen here.
That's because their IQ's not real high.
No, they're actually geniuses because they're all psychics. They just
yeah, they're messed up. They're just messed up.
They just know shit.
What's going on?
Didn't see that coming.
It's like psychics, why aren't they so rich?
Yeah, I know, it's true. All they are, they rip people off.
Only if you're an idiot.
Yeah, well, I've never been to one.
No. I was going to say, you're telling me what's going to happen. I'm like, well, shouldn't you have worked it out?
Yeah, what a lot of hammers, motherfucker. Anyways. So yeah, not a bad game overall.
It was pretty even. It was actually very even. I mean, I've got more bodies, but
I think when I start getting more efficient with how I play them, because I'm still learning the book, I think another 2 or 3 games and I'll start getting some mojo with them.
We'll get some of the other boys over and have a game.
Yeah, I definitely should. Definitely should. Alright,
there's enough of this.
Yeah. Play it around.
I'm happy with. I didn't use a lot of strategies. I was very solid.
Yeah, I think if you started to just take out 3 or 4 that you could just set your arm up to use.
Yeah, I need to put them out to remember them because I'm like, I'm just going to shoot.
Well, I didn't use anywhere near as many as I could with the Grey Knights either. Their book, pretty much every strategy is fucking amazing. They've got all sorts of shit they can do, but I just burn through CP anyway.
Well, yeah, that was the first time I've seen you hit 0 so quick.
Yeah. And I wasn't even doing all the good shit.
Oh, I'm assuming you were picking the good stuff. Why would you pick the bad stuff?
Well, there's some really good shit I didn't get a chance to do.
Because I was clever enough to dodge something that I didn't understand what could happen.
No, just because I know the CP. There's just too much good shit to choose from. There is a Brotherhood which can actually regenerate CP as well. I'm going to probably give them a roll.
Oh, look, you've got plenty to play with. You're pretty excited about the Grey Knights. I'm actually happy for you. Like they're pretty strong.
Yeah, they're good.
I'm actually surprised that I held up underneath that and without getting smashed.
I think, long story short, if I was playing this exact same list with the old rules, I would have been wiped out by turn 2, just because I don't have the extra wounds. I don't have the ability to do so much damage with things. The Psycannons have different profiles. The Dreadknights don't have the 4-up built in. Like, I would have just been gone. So, long story short, definitely tougher.
Oh, much tougher.
They're still a glass hammer. They're just not a brittle glass hammer.
Only when you do certain strategies. But because of their short range of shooting, you've got the opposition has a chance to. Okay, I'm safe. Yeah. But in saying that, you're still getting your points.
Yeah. That's the main thing. You got to play for points now.
I'm getting better at it.
Yeah.
I missed out by 3, I reckon.
I reckon if you sit down and build a list around secondaries, so there's 2 secondaries you play every game and 1 you'll sort of.
You want me to read something?
Do it. Just do it. Just get in there. All right. Anyways, Matt needs to go, so I'll stop holding him up.
Yes.
Thanks for watching. Stick around for the next battle report.
That was good. That was really good.
Cheerio.